How's it going, HotStreak users? I'm Sports by Dustin, and today I'm be going over the NFL HotStreak slate for Week 3, which takes place on Sunday, September 25th. But before we get into the video, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and do that right now. Give the video a like. We really would appreciate it. It does help us out. And if you're not on the HotStreak Fantasy app, go to the link in the description, download the app, use the code in the bottom of your screen. You'll get $10 bonus plus 100% deposit match up to $1,000. I'll tell you what, I'm really liking this slate today. I'm going to be giving you my 3 favorite plays. But if I come across any other plays, I am going to be tweeting them out on my Twitter at SportsByDustin. If you guys do want to follow me, follow the HotStreak Twitter, follow all the HotStreak socials, join the Discord right here. We would appreciate it. And let's grow this thing. It's really fun. And not to mention, the live in-play props are a blast for NFL. So let's just say the Chiefs and Colts game's going on. You can take Patrick Mahomes on his next completion to be over or under 8.5 yards. Or let's say on the other side, Jonathan Taylor, his next rush, over or under 2.5 or 3.5 yards. So it's really fun to do live while the game's going on, and you get instant gratification. You find out if you win right away. You get paid out. It's really fun to do. Got it for baseball as well, so make sure you check that out if you're into baseball. But let's go ahead, hop into my first play of the week. It's going to come in the Lions-Vikings game. It's going to be a receptions play. Amon-Ra St. Brown over 6.5 receptions. He has done this. He's gone over 8 receptions, let's say. 8 receptions in 8 of the last 8 games. He's been on an absolute tear. They are feeding him the ball. If you look, he's had double-digit targets in each of those games. And we have a little more added fuel to this fire this week. Him with 8 straight games over 8 receptions is tied with Michael Thomas and Antonio Brown for the longest streak in history of the NFL with 8+ receptions. He's going to go for the record today. They're going to feed him. He's the best receiver on the team by far. Against Minnesota, in his last 2 meetings, he has gone over 6.5 at least against them with 7 and 10. So I think with the extra fuel to the fire, they're going to want to see him get the record. Minnesota definitely is susceptible. I think that Detroit's definitely going to be able to pass the ball on him. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is just disgusting. Love him to go over here. My next play is going to be a passing touchdowns play that's going to come in the Bills versus Dolphins game. A lot of people are expecting this to probably be a high-scoring, slugfest. And I think it's probably right, at least on the side of Buffalo. Tua's been looking pretty darn good if you've seen that game last week against Baltimore. But I like Josh Allen to go over 1.5 touchdowns. He has done this in 17 of his last 21 games, including both games against Miami last year. 2 touchdowns each. 2 touchdowns passing. He's really going over this number in almost every single game, 81% of the time over the last season and in the first few games here. Love him to go over. Not really much to say. But you've seen, Miami's defense is susceptible. They shut down the Patriots, but that Bills offense is not the Patriots. You've seen what happened when they played the Ravens, 40 points each in the game. Definitely think it's going to be, maybe not 40-something points, but it's going to be a slugfest like that again this week for Miami versus Buffalo. And Josh Allen, of course, having an amazing season. Going to go over 1.5 touchdowns. All right, my next play. We're actually going to go back to the Lions game here for my next play as well. It's going to be a kicker prop. I really love these extra point props. I'm taking Austin Seibert to go over 1.5 extra points. So I think they're going to score. Basically how I look at these, if you guys watched some of these videos before, but are the Lions going to score more than 1 touchdown? Are they going to score 2 touchdowns? So basically, are they going to have 2 extra point attempts? Kickers basically bang out the extra points almost every time. Pretty locked in. Obviously, things can happen. They might not even score 2 touchdowns, but I really expect them to score 2 touchdowns against Minnesota. Detroit has been passing the ball really well. DeAndre Swift on the other side, are on Detroit rushing the ball, is averaging the most yards per carry in the league. Dynamic player for sure. Jamal Williams in the red zone has been good. So I like them to score at least 2 touchdowns against Minnesota. We've seen the Minnesota versus Eagles game, back and forth there. They put up points. The Eagles put up some points against them. I love this. I love this matchup, and for them to at least score 2 touchdowns. Plus, look at these payouts. $20 to win 102.09. Love this right here. Like I said, these are just my 3 favorite props I'm giving out in this video, but I will be on plenty of more props that I will tweet out to you guys. Follow me on Twitter at SportsByDustin. Join the Discord. And that's it for today's video. Just to recap, St. Brown over 6.5 receptions. Austin Seibert over 1.5 extra points. Josh Allen over 1.5 passing touchdowns. That's all for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and have fun watching Week 3 NFL and have fun playing on HotStreak.